Hey, Techno Studs! Another electronic device that we use nowadays is called an e-reader. Now they tend to be a little bit smaller than a tablet, but larger than a phone. And it's really designed for reading. It has less power than a tablet or a phone does. It has a lot less apps that you can put on it, but it's designed primarily for reading. And because of that, it has this special screen on it that acts similar to reading a book or reading a newspaper. Tablets, phones, laptops, and desktops all tend to have screens that are very vibrant with lots of colors and very bright. And the problem with that is sometimes it can be difficult to read, especially late at night when you're trying to go to bed. These things will wake you up. Versus something like an e-reader, because of its special screen, is much more pleasant to read books on. So what's the definition of an e-reader? Well, it's electronic versions of written material, and it can be displayed on these devices. So vendors would be an example, as Amazon has their Kindle, or there's the Books tablet, Note Air. And the purpose of it really is just primarily for reading, just a comfort level with reading these materials, so you don't have to have a actual printed book. And the OS on these tend to be very specific because it doesn't have a lot of features, it doesn't have a lot of apps, so we tend to have more of a type of firmware rather than an OS on these. And then mainly the apps, although there might be some different apps on some of them, mainly it's reading apps. Now some of them really kind of push towards more a tablet, so they might have a few more options there. So the benefits is it's a portable reader and there's less eye strain with it. And the drawbacks with this is that there can be some limited capabilities with them because they're just built for reading. They don't have a lot of the bells and whistles that a tablet would have. So an up close look at this, you can see that it has just a softer kind of feel to it of the picture that's on there. And then when we open up, we can scroll through the different books and see that there's different books that we can read on here. And there is a menu item on here that if I click on it, it shows that it's option for web browsing. So it does have a little more capabilities than just reading. And we could go to a website and then wants me to connect to one of my Wi-Fi's. But essentially what we can do is we can do a little bit of web browsing and a few other things on this device, but it's mainly just meant for reading.